Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Way Out is Through, episode 37, part of my almost weekly now series of videos, thoughts, and ideas that have kept me going each day. So, today's episode, where have I been? Because it's been about a week and a half since I put up my last episode. Well, I had a pretty rough week. A couple weeks ago, I went through a really rough time over the last couple of weeks where I just had thing after thing that just kept on making me more and more anxious and a little bit depressed, where I had issues with one of my kids, and then I had issues with jobs and issues with self-esteem and issues with feeling self-worth. And then I had my 40th birthday was the last week on the 24th. And that kind of sent me into a little bit of a funk, just because I'm turning 40 and I don't know, maybe midlife crisis. So I had a bit of a rough time, but back up on it now. It's getting much better. You just got to find a way to soldier through, and the only way that I was able to was through the love and support of all of you guys, all of the people that messaged me and said and checked in on me, make sure I was okay, offered me help, talked to me when I was feeling low. It was great. It was fantastic, and it made me reassess that I spend all my time trying to help everybody else recently, and I need to focus a lot on helping myself too. And to that end, I have a couple cool things coming up. I got a really cool almost birthday present yesterday. I will be flying out in a couple weeks to go to a 3-day mental health workshop in California to try to start this process of not recovery, because I'm recovered. It's just I need to I need to be able to let my brain absorb the things that I've been going through in this last year in a productive way and not have it overwhelm me, because the stuff that's in my world is bizarre. Like radio interviews, where yesterday I got up and I was on Colorado Public Radio. Tomorrow I'm going to be on another podcast. I fly out in a week to go to Jackson, Mississippi. Like, these things aren't really normal, at least for me. Maybe for some people they are, but for me it's not normal still. So it can be a bit to adjust to. But I really think I'm adapting better. I think that I have a better support system than I've ever had before. My family had to deal with so much when I don't do well with emotions. I know it seems odd because I talk about emotions all the time. I'm always talking about deep things, but I really don't do well when I get my feelings hurt. In particular, I react. I'm much better with logic. If I can reason it out and I can logic it and I can think about the steps, then it fits in my mind easy. But when I get my feelings hurt, I kind of lose it, and I kind of turn more childish a little bit. I get like the fight or flight response, and I just kind of react badly. And so I do have a much easier time of reassessing and reining that back in these days, but it still happens. So it's just a long, continuous effort, This whole thing's just been a journey, and a journey is moving. Moving means going up and going down. Sometimes you're going to have high days, sometimes you're going to have low days. Sometimes you're going to feel great, sometimes you're going to feel terrible. So it's just, what do you do when you do that? How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the ups and downs? And what do I always say? I say the same thing all the time. Just keep going. That's what I had to do. Just keep going. I did get a really cool present for my birthday. I got a really cool book, Complex PTSD, Surviving to Thriving. I am, just from reading that a little bit, I think that might very well be something that I have in my head. So I recognize myself a lot in some of the passages in that book, and it was really great. To Shannon, thank you for giving it to me. I cannot thank you enough. I've been getting so much out of reading it. Anyway, I love you all. I'll be having more videos soon. I'm going to try to get back on the horse with this and make these at least semi-daily again, and try to increase the speed. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for going through all the ups and downs. Thanks for being there with me when I feel good and when I feel bad. And thanks for letting me be transparent and open and not pushing me away, because I am. So I love you. Thank you for being there. And as always, you are not alone. Oh, and my daughter will yell at me if I don't tell you. Please hit that like button and share and subscribe and hit the notifications button. All right. You are not alone.